Mia's Life. Today I am here with my dad because I am going to be asking him uncomfortable questions.
No. Yeah.
I'm a little bit nervous. I filmed this video twice before with my mum. Not gonna lie, they were pretty awkward and I feel like this one's gonna be even more awkward. What's an appropriate age to lose the V card?
Oh my goodness. Oh.
So let's just get straight into it. I asked you guys on my Instagram, I am at Mia's Life Official if you want to go follow me over on there, 4 questions for me to ask my dad. Do you have any funny stories about your voice breaking?
No, I didn't really notice it, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah?
I remember like being that, just about I remember, being that sort of age and talking about it and like your voice
Breaks, but
I can kind of remember there are some people in my form where, you know, you definitely noticed a change, like a sudden
Right.
change, but I don't feel like there was a change.
Oh, maybe
So-
it was very slow for
Yeah,
you.
so no, I never ever noticed it happen. I don't know whether my voice has just always been the same tone or what.
I doubt it has.
Oh, I know something what I did notice. You can no longer scream.
Oh, really?
You can't scream. Like when you're younger, when you're a little boy, you can scream properly, just
Yeah.
the same as a girl can. So yeah, maybe it was that. But like,
Yeah.
by the time you're a teenager, you don't really practice screaming that often. I don't know.
Well, I've actually noticed, even though I'm a girl, I've noticed that my voice has gotten deeper. Like when I watch old videos from a few years ago, I do sound really high pitched and I don't notice that my voice has changed, so.
Hi guys, welcome back to Mia's Life.
But that's the thing, you notice it with everyone. Because
Yeah.
like, Sienna, just about 2 years ago, was like, hello, wasn't
Yeah.
she?
So in today's video,
So I think everyone's voice does get deeper, whether you're a boy or a girl. Maybe it's just like obviously more noticeable in boys. When can Mia start a serious relationship?
When can you start a serious relationship? To be honest, all the answers I give will just, like, you just have to learn by experience.
Okay.
So
yeah.
you will think that you have a serious relationship at about, well, actually, I better not say that. How old shall I say? Because I was going to say 16, but you're literally 15. You will think you are having a serious relationship at about 19, but then you'll realise by 25 that that wasn't serious.
Right.
Will it feel serious? Right, sorry, I'm skirting around the question, aren't I? When can
Yeah.
you have a serious relationship? When you feel mature enough to do so. I think is the answer. You'll always convince yourself that it's serious, but you'll look back and then it won't be.
Did your dad have acne?
I don't know whether to call it acne. To be honest, this is like that thing, like, if you go out for a jog, are you then a runner?
Yeah.
Like, how many spots is acne? Yeah, I had spots, like big spots on my head and stuff. I wouldn't say there was like 50 of them. There'd be like
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 or something like that.
I think there is
Is
different
that
like.
still acne? I don't know.
Well, there's different levels of acne, so you get mild, then it's moderate, then severe. So maybe it might be
Because
classed
it's
as
still
mild
the acne bacteria, isn't it?
Yeah, so maybe
Yeah.
it could have been classed as mild.
So
but I'm
yeah,
not
I
sure.
didn't get away with nothing, no.
Yeah.
I wasn't one of those super fortunate ones.
What age was he when he hit puberty?
I didn't get facial hair for ages. Like having I still wouldn't say I've got a full beard now at 30. How old am I? 36 or 37? 36, I think. I still wouldn't say, like, it doesn't come all the way up here. Like some
Right.
people have facial hair really thick all the way, but it's a bit more thin there. So everyone differs basically, don't they? But in terms
Yeah.
of what I would call like a beard, I didn't get to like late teens, but beginning facial hair, early teens.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do I ask my dad if I can use a tampon? I live with my dad. I love you, Mia. Thank you, Maisie. I don't know how you'd go about that.
I don't know that you have to ask your dad, do you?
Well, I guess she wants to know, like, she needs to know,
If you
like,
haven't
how
got
to-
if you haven't got the money for it and like you have to ask somebody else like your dad to buy it for you, then you just ask.
Yeah.
You just ask, I guess,
Yeah.
don't you? It's an essential, well, potential essential for, you know, life, going through a stage in life. So
I think how I would do it is if you're going like shopping with your dad, then maybe just say, oh, can I have these, and like pick it up, rather than making it like a big deal, like rather than like sitting down and being like, so dad, can I have some tampons?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, just like act as if it's not a big deal, and then it won't seem like as a big deal to him either, because it's not that big a deal.
well, but it's going to be more like embarrassing for him than you. So yeah, just put him in the basket.
Yeah,
I need
yeah.
these. And
Yeah.
that's it. Yeah.
What do you think about having kids at 16?
I think it is just insanely young. Insanely young. And like, you're still a child and it takes away your childhood. Like you don't ever get to be like a child-free adult.
Yeah.
Well, until you're quite a bit older, I guess like you've basically got to add 20 years onto that. So I guess, yeah, you could. I just feel like you miss out on some experiences.
Yeah.
Like some things, like obviously mum has missed out on some things.
Yeah.
Which obviously, and like now we're having more babies, so now we have to add, or we've had. Sorry, I just got my words wrong there.
Yeah.
We've had more babies, so we have to like wait another 20 years until we'll do things which like child-free people do. I don't know, like,
Yeah.
for instance, going like climbing up to the top of Mount Kilimanjaro or something like that.
You can't do that
yeah.
with a baby.
Yeah.
And I feel like when I've spoken to mum about it, because mum had me when she was 16, you just have to grow up a lot faster than you would otherwise. And I don't know, like, it obviously depends on the
Yeah.
person as well, because I definitely wouldn't be ready to have a baby in like a year's time. Yeah.
That's what really drives it home, is that you're now 15 and mum was 16, and it's
I
just
know,
like,
yeah.
you can't even tidy your room. Like, I just don't know how that's possible.
Did you learn a lot about girls' puberty in school? Did you wish you knew more? Love you guys. Love you too, Zara.
No, I didn't really learn anything at school. So when there was the first like lessons at primary school in like year 6, I actually had gone on holiday, so I missed all of those.
Oh.
And then at high school I was just not the best behaved, so
You weren't really paying attention.
I was either not paying attention or not there, or so no, I didn't learn a lot, no.
Right, okay. So did you wish you knew more, or maybe you can't really say if you weren't?
Yeah, I think I probably do wish that I knew more, yeah.
Yeah.
Should have paid attention, yeah.
What did your dad love about your mum? Was their first date awkward?
She is really silly as well. Some people are really pretentious, aren't they? Like, they feel like they've got to put up a bit of an act and be someone else, but whereas mum is not embarrassed to do stupid things.
Yeah, she's very silly.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I like that. I like just someone not taking themselves too seriously, but then at the same time we can sit down and have really deep and meaningful conversations and just like discuss the, I don't know, potential origins of the universe, and just it's nice, yeah.
Can you remember your first date, if you had a date?
Was it awkward? What I would class as the first date was actually a double date. And
okay.
yeah, it was not awkward, no.
Oh, okay, that's good. How did you feel when Georgie and you started dating and she told you she had a kid?
I knew from the beginning anyway, so it wasn't like a sudden. I
Bombshell.
already knew before we started dating, so it wasn't like a
surprise.
By the way, there wasn't any way to feel about it because I already knew that Georgie had Mia already, and I knew that by getting involved in a relationship with her, it would mean that I would have to suddenly figure out how to be a stepdad. So yeah, that was just one of those things. Go with the flow and just learn as you go along. So I hadn't had any brothers or sisters either, so I didn't have any experience
With children?
with children literally
Yeah.
at all. So it was
Yeah.
it was quite good, because I guess then it was a bit of like practice of how to, I don't know, like help kids learn and, you know, look after them before
Yeah.
then having babies with mum.
What would you think if Mia told you she had a boyfriend?
Nothing, just think it's part of growing up. I guess it would depend on the I don't know.
person.
Well, and like the degree. If you said like, by the way, I'm moving in with someone, then that's really serious. But if you
Yeah.
said you are dating someone, then obviously you're like coming up to that kind of age. So, but I guess, yeah, I would want to know the person and
Yeah. You wouldn't want it
Yeah, learn
just to
about
be
them a
like
bit.
someone who you know nothing about, because that would probably make you feel a bit nervous.
yeah, like make sure you're not getting yourself in any kind of situations.
What do boys really look for in a girl?
Well, that obviously varies. You can't say like boys, can you?
Yeah, I guess
Everything.
so.
I mean, it varies. I guess to stereotype, maybe at your sort of age. I mean, I might just be projecting what I was like at that age, and maybe other people aren't like this. But so I'll just talk about myself. Looks are really important. Obviously, there's more than just looks, isn't there? Like, you can
Yeah.
get with someone because you think they look really attractive, but then you
Don't get
might,
on with them.
Yeah, you might
At
learn that
all.
your
Yeah.
personalities really clash and you don't have anything in common, and it's just like, oh, it's so boring being with someone just for looks. It's just like, you realise it's just such a waste of time. Like having a trophy girlfriend or a trophy boyfriend. It's not
Yeah.
to say you can't be attracted to someone, of course, but you want to tick as many of the boxes as you can, don't you? You know,
Yeah.
you want to be attracted to them and also get on really well with them and have them as like a best friend as well.
How would you feel if Mia came to you instead of Georgie when she started her period?
Probably wonder why and just be like, can you talk to mum about it?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to say. You deal with that situation as and when it arises. I guess I would feel maybe that Mia felt like for some reason she couldn't talk to mum
Yeah.
about it. I don't know, but I would suggest that you speak to mum about it, obviously, because she actually has experience, and I'm just like, I didn't even learn anything at school, so what can I tell you? Nothing.
Have you ever walked into a girl's bathroom by accident?
No, it's pretty easy to tell the difference between the symbols on the door.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
Did your dad have a serious relationship before he met your mum?
We're gonna go to like the serious thing again.
Yeah.
A couple. Well, I'm gonna define serious just as in like lasting for like a few years. So I'll say that's serious, but nothing to this degree of being with mum, no.
I mean, how old were you when you started dating mum? You must have been about like 27?
26.
26? Yeah. So I feel like it'd probably be rare if you hadn't have had some sort of relationship before that.
Yeah, it's just that thing, it's always like with hindsight, you look back and then you're like, maybe that, you know, I don't know, you sort of like, you maybe end up settling on some things as well, but it's such a fine line, because it's like, at the same time, people separate over like nothing nowadays as well, because they expect everything to be perfect, and the idea is that you are both learning and evolving together. You know, you have to find some common ground on some things as well. So there's like a fine line between we've got nothing in common, let's separate, or like things aren't perfect, let's separate.
Yeah. What did he feel about you getting your period?
I don't know, nothing.
I guess it wasn't like a surprise. It's kind of like it's obvious that it's going to happen at some point.
To be expected, I don't know, stage in life, isn't it? So yeah, nothing.
Do dads feel more uncomfortable about boyfriends than mums?
I would imagine so, yeah. So me and mum have already said, like, we've both said how, and this is, I'm not saying this is right, this is just one of those things which is like ingrained, you know, where you have like habits and patterns of thinking where you have to try and override those. So we've already made jokes about like Koa having girlfriends and stuff. Obviously Koa is 3 months old. And made jokes about it, and then mum's like, yeah, it's like we're saying this is funny, but if it was the other way round and it was one of the girls and we were saying about them having boyfriends, like, I don't know, it's one of those things where it's just not fair for genders, is it? And it should be.
What is your biggest fear during puberty? Or I guess, what was your biggest fear?
Nothing really.
You didn't really like be like scared about
responsibility.
anything?
Growing up, having responsibility, like just having a boring life, having to like just suddenly bills and like not being able to have fun. But that's not necessarily part of puberty, is it? It's just
growing up.
That age, like once you get to an age where you've just got to think about all of those types of things and you're not able to have fun, but obviously you can still have fun, you just have to figure it out.
Have you ever fancied a teacher? This one's really funny.
Yeah, I think so.
Really?
Yeah. At high school, I'm sure there was like an English teacher. Just sometimes you get teachers who are like in their early 20s. Yeah,
they're a bit younger. I remember in year 4, I think, we had a male teacher, and he must have been like 22 or something, and I never really felt like that. Like, that was a bit weird to me, but I know some of the other girls, but I was like that is quite young as well, like only like 10. So I feel like it was just a bit stupid. It wasn't anything like actual feelings, it was just kids being silly, you know what I mean? Yeah. Who's worse on their period, Georgie or Mia?
Oh man, that is really hard. It's really hard. What it is, this thing where I guess men can't, or no, I'll speak for myself, I won't generalise, right, I can't cope with it, is where people's moods suddenly change and you don't know why. Yeah. So like all of a sudden, Georgie will just be really, I don't know, like argumentative with me, I guess. So anything what's said, she'll just have an argumentative reply, and I'm like, I don't know, I just offered you, do you want a cup of tea or something? And it's like, why are you arguing against it? And then I think Mia's is where she suddenly gets really moody about stuff, and again, you don't know why, and then it's afterwards, and then as soon as you figure it out, and then you're like, Oh, right, now it all makes sense. But who's worse? They're on par, they're the same.
Okay, because Mum's quite bad on her periods, so that's definitely saying something about me. Maybe I need to try and work on that, but it's tricky because I don't feel like you really realize how you're feeling or how you're acting. It's kind of like, you can't really notice it.
I know, that is why, as soon as I figure that out, then I'm like, right, come on, just have a bit of leniency, just understand that they're going through something. But where, like, it kind of justifies the behaviour, doesn't it? Because obviously
Yeah.
you're not in control of your hormones, so.
Okay, this is the last question and it's really juicy, so I don't know what your answer is going to be to this. What age does he think it's okay for you to lose your virginity?
45?
45, okay.
Ask me that question again when you're like 25.
Okay. So miracles, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for doing this with me, Darren. I hope I didn't make you really uncomfortable.
That was uncomfortable, but it was alright. We got through it.
I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!
Bye.